Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Unofficial Spoiler Podcast, Season 2, Episode 6. We got 3 short episodes this week, so this will probably be a short one itself. As usual, I'm Slingshot Steve, the Captain of Chaos in Discord, and with me as usual is
I'm Messi's mom now. I'm sorry, Yondis's mom, Van Sexel. How you doing, everyone?
so well, the 3 episodes we had this week, Regicide had to be short because someone had to go quickly, so that's about a couple of hours. Inclimé, well, we had an hour and 45 minutes worth of tech difficulties, and Warmonger. I don't think any of us really want to go that much more in depth into how to build up for a mass combat. More just want the results of the mass combat. So
I'm sure everyone can run their own mass combat episode now.
yeah. So I guess without further ado, we have Regicide. They got out of the sewers and they want to go straight to the nearest town. Huh. I don't think you want to go to the nearest town, pals. Something tells me that'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. There are a couple of reasons why. One being, everyone around Yovincia is hunting you down. So
The other one being, of course, that the nearest town's the one you just fucking fled. But they started the episode with a lot of cleaning up and all that sort of thing, and then realizing, oh, Raina still stinks. Oh, it's the ring. Oh, I'll just take the ring off and throw it away. Why is the stink still there? Looks down at the hand. I just threw this away. Pulls it off, throws it again. Looks down, back and thing. Huh. Puts the ring in a fire to try and melt it. Ah, shit, my hand! Because the ring's back and it's piping hot. If I should have worn it, I think he would have been fine. Except that he's the one who has to taste the smell all the time.
They asked for it, so I guess they should have known what was coming.
Well, to be fair, they didn't know the ring doesn't come off yet because Wade's not tried to take it off and lost initiative.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I always figured there was something like that because it's just a really smelly ring, and if you can take it off whenever you want, I mean, where's the fun? Where is the fun in cursing your ring? You can just take it off whenever you want.
I mean, to be fair, it's really useful if you're underground.
Yeah, and apparently, Yondis doesn't smell it because he just smells honeysuckle, and Delric didn't say anything about that, which I kind of think is a little unfair to the rest of the group. But
I mean, psionics are fun like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. So we have that, and they decide to go through a deer to go to the keep with the undead baby god, and I still don't understand why exactly. Why do you want to go and excavate that?
Ophios is hellbent on going there, dude. I have no idea. Like, I guess it's because he wants those documents, but it's like it's not worth it at this point. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
That's gonna really mess with all the freaking Patreon freaking Valorant rolls. That's for sure.
I was gonna say Rena comes up with that plan to well, I guess she's getting frustrated with just hunting down Krangolzin and running for their lives.
And probably they're getting arrested, but too.
But they're the most powerful family in all of Paradise, so what are you gonna do?
Run to the other side of the continent, apparently.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say that. She's saying that they should just take down one of the highest Kringle in power, but I mean, if she's tired of getting hunted down.
Could stop murdering people. Maybe that would go into hiding for a bit, and maybe then they'll stop looking for you. Maybe. I mean, as long as there's chat redemptions, probably not. But
yeah, no. I mean, it is kind of a decent plan because Delegas is kind of in a state of chaos, and they could probably garner some support and more allies and followers there. I didn't even think of that plan, so I'm pretty surprised when they came up with it.
One, they might find that ancient undead evil thing over there that a community game had to deal with. I think they almost killed it, or whether or not they did actually kill it or not. I don't really remember because it's so long and Scott didn't save those VODs.
Oh yeah, he didn't. I don't think they killed it though. Oh, I don't remember. From what I remember, Josh made that thing sound pretty damn scary. So
there's supposed to be a dragon underground somewhere as well. I just think that if they go over there, they're going to make a whole lot more enemies before they make a whole lot more friends.
Oh yeah.
And we don't even know what the heck the Dalens are like, other than like their border combat stuff. So.
But in Delegas, if you hate Paradel, you must be an ally. I'm pretty sure. So.
Oh well. Not to go too real worldy politicsy, but we've seen what different freaking militia groups and that sort of thing will do in the police, that sort of thing. So that's not always a guarantee.
Yeah, you're right. Especially now with Regicide. So we'll see.
Yeah. Does wipe out one of the groups on accident, and all the other groups will go, yeah, let's not work with them. They're probably just as bad as Paradel. We'll get rid of both of them.
Oh man. After that long conversation of finally debating and deciding how they're gonna travel through, which is they're gonna go to, is it the temple first and then the home, or
to the laboratory first and then the way to
Yondis' house?
Yondis' house, yes. And then we have the whole argument about what the heck's a family, and then Ophius is like, yeah, but I totally trust this other member of my kind, and Yondis is just like, see, that's what I was meaning.
Yeah.
Because Ophius wants to kill Yondis' mum, and Yondis is just like, how about you wait until I'm dead before you do that? And then someone in chat's just like, simple answer to that, just kill Yondis now.
I like Viking's idea. We wait till Yondis dies and go, now we can act. We'll see.
And pretty much
this is the point where apparently Yondis' mom is named Van Sexel, or we could just name her Vanya, like everyone in chat was saying.
Unfortunately, Arena canonized it. So. Oh no, the power turned back on us.
I don't mind it. I don't mind the joke. It's good. And listen. If you're gonna make fun of my name, which everyone on the internet has done, you have to say it correctly. If we're using the L as the Spanish the, it's the sex fan. Okay. It's not Van the Sex. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. It's the sex fan or Van Sex, as in having Van Sex. You can't just put the.
I remember fucking a documentary about something like that. And I was just like, I saw that like a decade ago, and I was like, well, that's fucking weird. And now it's just come up again. I'm just like, wow, I forgot that was a fucking thing.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone, look, I realize that I made a 15-year-old blunder, okay? I realize that. I just keep the name for recognition's sake at this point. If you're going to make fun of the name, it's the sex van, guys. Okay? Just wanted to get that out there. Van the Sex does not make sense. Everything else does.
And that's around about this time where they find out two unfortunate things have happened to them. One, they're being scried. Two,
Yep.
they drank a lot of that water in the sewers. And it's coming back to bite them in the ass.
I really want to see what else Scott ends up putting on them, other than just one level of exhaustion. Because,
well, we've seen how far it's gone with Ophios before.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what else he puts on them. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens from there. Obviously, Ophios is once he realizes he's being squired, he makes the remark to the group as secretively in quotes as possible. I'm pretty sure if it's a like a strong scrying spell, they can probably read what he wrote on the ground already. So.
Also, we have to
Yeah,
wonder
this is
when
just-
exactly that scrying spell started.
Yeah,
Because they were
that's true.
talking about all their plans of where they were going
Yep.
out loud. Maybe that scrying one
So-
may have caught that.
Delegus is getting a huge influx of troops. Pretty soon.
Well, there was a huge influx of troops wiped out in Warmonger. So there might be calls from other places soon.
Speaking about that,
Don't really have anything else to keep going on Regicide because that's how the thing ended.
Yeah, that's exactly how it ended.
Can't tell.
Speaking about that, though, man, I want to see what the his. I know it was a Fortune's favor that Snaga played. I don't remember if anyone else played anything else though.
Well, I didn't. I only got one break that day where I could catch
Okay.
it. So it wasn't me that time. And that one break I dropped the punch a lot of gift subs. So
yeah, as I know it was a Fortune's favor. I was wondering at first if it was if he was saying whether the orcs won, but they kind of won just through the rolls and massacred.
yeah, Green was not happy.
No, I can imagine, but I mean,
it's pretty easy to imagine considering it's the freaking length of his condemnation, and I think in Warmonger spoilers.
I mean, but come on, it's what the orcs would do in the barren lands. I think
yes, but Gensho sent the Baron there and let the orcs know that they were coming.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying Varix is not guilty of anything.
Oh, I never said that either.
But I'm just saying, playing worked out just great for him. So
yeah, it did. Yeah, it certainly did.
Probably better than he was expecting.
Yeah. Just not very well for, unfortunately, Tessel.
That's true.
Everything he worked on died that day. The only way it could have gotten worse is if that volcano erupted.
Oh, man.
No.
Well,
The only other way it could have gone worse is the volcano erupted and Clan Steel attacked him.
I have an inkling that maybe Snaga had helped out a little bit in that, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We will see. Yeah. I have a feeling that's what the Fortune's favor was, because once that was mentioned, it was like that's around the time the Fortune favor was played. So we'll see. Most of this episode was going over the rules, choosing abilities for the commanders. Everyone but Kuchibashi, I believe, had a named commander, so those abilities will stay. Scott was saying that the Kuchibachi will, if this guy is played enough, he'll become a named commander. He gets the chance to become a named commander.
I think it was, but there were 3 hype trains. One was, the first 2 were around about the time before the battle, so those 2 already had a named commander, right. And I think after the battle there was going to be a named commander for Kuchibashi. believe that's what those 3 hype trains are for.
Oh, okay. So there is a name commander coming up. Yeah, I know he was unnamed before the battle, though. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't know how that hype train ended up because I had to go halfway through it.
Well, I know there were definitely 2
that reached they completed level 4.
Level 4.
I know that too.
And 1 level 5.
Oh, there's level 5. Oh, okay.
There was level 5. Yep, one of them hit level 5.
Because I think I might have started that one then, because I heard that 2 level 4s.
Yeah, it was around that time.
It was 2 level 4s before I turned up. So
yeah, it was around the time you were dropping all those subs.
It's also funny that I got lost in initiative show.
Oh, you did the same thing there?
I caught the Lost Initiative show gift sub at that time.
Nice.
So I subscribed Derek. Exception.
Wait, didn't he give Lost Initiative like a permanent sub or something? I thought he did that a while ago. I remember talking about it.
Clearly it didn't stick.
He was like, hey, nobody give it. Because I remember he had like 1 permanent sub. I don't remember. Oh, I think it was the other way around. He gave his Delric channel a permanent sub to Lost Initiative, so nobody can. Okay, well, he subbed to himself again. So, oh man, but this one, we talked about the massacre and the eating, but the Allied plans, once Naito got over the Baron being wiped out right in front of his eyes, they all decided, hey, the orcs are petite. Now would be the best time to go fight them and wipe them out. The only problem was that they were eating, and that eating brings a little bit of vigor back. So it was a little bit of a struggle.
Lean pork roast for everyone, eh? So all the Baron got wiped out. 50 Baronlands orcs got wiped out, and then Baronland orcs, which were originally 500, got split up into, I think it was 200s and a 50.
Yep.
So as Cell was saying, oh great, they've got more health now.
Hey man, that's the best way you can take them out.
Yeah. Well, it ended up being one of the 200s got a lot of damage. I think the 50 got a lot of damage, and one of the 200s was completely annihilated.
Yeah,
ceased to exist. As anything other than burgers.
Delver gives a really good recap, literally at the end of the episode. If you want a timestamp, it's 4 hours and 41 minutes and 52 seconds is when he starts. But he basically spends the last 6-7 minutes recapping the fight through theatrical description rather than roles and technical stuff. So if you just want a recap of what happened theatrically and you just want to listen to it, that's where you will start the episode. The last 6 minutes.
So that's 4 hour, 41 minute and 52 second mark. Just in case you didn't catch this bit this time.
Yeah. Cool thing though, Urzog gets to choose what happens to the Baronland orcs.
Well, because they had his clan join in for the fight and that sort of thing, but they were defeated.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably still going to get pulled into the group anyway, and then the survivors of the Baronland orcs are going to be, okay, do you want to be food or do you want to eat food?
Corrupt culture. Oh man.
Yeah,
but
we
pretty much, we stopped there though,
because
it was going on, I guess, 2:00 in the morning at the time. So
I'd imagine so. But then again, my time zone's all way different to everyone else's.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was probably 2 a.m. for us because he starts at 9, so it was almost 5 hours.
Yeah,
so it's 2 a.m. Yeah. So.
And that leaves us with Inclimé.
I had a quick question for you on Inclimé. Do you see a bromance erupting in this one like we did Kingmaker?
Keep in mind, Galen and the other one. Galen and
I don't know just yet. I was just gonna say, keep in mind, even though Neil and Jake tend to have a bromance with each other or Tesh pretty easily, we didn't really see one come up in Planeswalker. You know, I guess because it was a little bit rushed.
Well, also because Rayon was the bromance with Grishka, not
Grishka.
not what's his name, Ellen and Grishka. Those two were too different to be bromance thing, and then you pop in a third character that everyone doesn't really know as well. There's not really going to be a bromance as easy.
There's always love out of necessity, you know, and Ellen didn't take that chance with Grishka. He lost his bromance buddy, and just didn't step up to the plate when Grishka needed him, man.
Raven's still best. Raven's still best. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh man. We end up meeting a very important NPC this episode. She's a battle commander, not a battle centurion, with the same the hell's the word? Not annotation, but like, you know, acronym. Goodness gracious. The same acronym, BC. Her name is
well, apparently it's BSIN and BC. That's how you tell the difference to them. It's like the shorter one's more important. Okay.
Wait, what?
Battle Commander's BC, Battle Centurion's BSIN. The shorter one's more important.
Oh, BCN. Okay. I thought you were just saying BC and BC again. And I was like, nope.
I was saying BC and BC.
Yeah. I heard it the second time. The first time I was like,
I need to be sending it to you better, eh?
But her name is she's a BC Sulphura Sea Pearl, and that gives us a little bit of background on her, that she was a captain.
She was also a Metahina, just as the first thing, yeah, as to why she had to get a name in the first place.
Right. Well, she ended up getting it from being extremely wise. He was saying that a few of the what the hell's their name? The three at the top. What's their name?
I know Tarumba's, because it's Princess Tarumba.
Tarumbar. Like he said, I think he said one or two. The Tarumbar also got their status from being super wise people. But anyway, she's a really wise person. Yeah. She ended up getting her rank and getting a last name from being super wise, and her abilities with commanding a ship, captaining a ship, whatever you want to say.
He did specifically say that it wasn't necessary in combat.
Not from combat tactics, though. Yep.
And he also said something about Sea Pearl being a common one for Metahinas, and that's something I was like, Sea Pearl, second biggest family after Metahina. I still got to talk to Scott about giving frickin' Jen a frickin' last name. So many things to talk to Scott about.
If we play in what the hell is that? Not Valor. Paradel. Excuse me, everyone. I have brain fog today, apparently. If we play in it,
he's got brain fog and I got allergies, so I guess it makes up for the difference, right? Really, I've always got allergies. That's my secret. I always have allergies.
I was gonna say, if we ever play in Paradise, we should just name him Pete Sea Pearl. An entire family.
Uh,
Pete Sea Pearls.
I mean, I do have a villain to make at some point, hopefully, which might be Pete. Might
I
be.
can't wait.
Might be. I've also got a talent to make. I've also got to finish dealing with the devil thing. I've got to finish making I've got to ask so many fucking things to Scott at the moment, but I'm just having to. I'll just wait.
I just
Because we all
I
realize how
just
busy he is and that sort of thing. It's just like the pile's just getting bigger.
I just remembered that Scott hates that the Pete and Pete show from Nickelodeon. That's one of the people you name a character after. Pete, last name is Enpet. First name Pete, last name Pete. He'd have to say it every single time now. You don't do that. You probably never get your villain played. He'd
Yeah.
make it. He nod his head, and then you'd never see your villain in the campaign. Oh. Anyway, the party ends up going. We end up going over some of the party's special items that Delric made during that stream. Vigo having that +2 gem for knowledge checks. It takes a full round to do so though. And then Galan having that 1 to 3 charge. I think it was bracers, right?
Yep, just braces. Deep crystal braces, I think they're called.
Yeah. That allows him to bypass cover based on how many charges he uses. Which is cool. And then they ended up getting their task from Battle Commander C Pro.
And we also had a little bit of a bonding thing with them and that sort of thing, like explain a little bit better about who they were and that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
Okay, so Vigo's an alchemist. That goes somewhat animalistic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be fun. And Galan's national secret. And Tristan's just a really good lancer. Who's like, okay then.
Yeah, I could drink potions and make myself slightly mutate. I could make magical crystals all over my body.
Make
I can
crystal
hit
weapons and
things with a
armor.
pointy
Yeah.
stick.
I go really
And
fast
Tristan's
and
like,
I ram freaking spears down things.
I got a horse, guys. You want to see that?
The horse gets a lot of freaking treatment as well. Good treatment as well at stables because he's the last one to turn up.
Yeah,
That's
and
what he spends most of the time doing. And I believe it was Vigo that was first one, was he?
Vigo was the first one in. Yep.
Oh, naturally, leaves Gavin in the middle because he's the only one there.
Apparently, Tristan wasn't trained on proper military etiquette or something. So,
well, he's not an officer, so
I mean, but I've seen some military training, and you stand up when you introduce yourself. So, I don't know. Yeah, but we'll see. He's got a new boss now. 2 new bosses actually.
oh my god, they're multiplying.
A little bit of cool stuff that we see from the past though is that they're going to be meeting the warden from the gate again, and Sulfira says, and I think you made this point very clear. Sulfira is under him, his rank, but she's like, yeah, don't do anything he says unless it sounds reasonable, and then you can help out. But if it's not following my orders, don't do it.
We also get explained too that Galen being part of the project is someone that he's not allowed to just suddenly go into his armor and weapons and that sort of thing in front of just anybody. So, leave no witnesses.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it sounds like. The only people that are allowed to see it are Seapool and those two at this point.
I just think it's a really cool stipulation for such a powerful in-world ability.
Mm.
You know, because in Galarian, it may not be that powerful, but in, you know, Aurorum, it sounds really powerful. I'm just surprised that he himself doesn't have the telepathy. That the telepathy is going to come later on with this crystal. So that's going to be a really cool thing. And his crystal apparently also has a name. It's Virgil, and it has 5 spider leg type things. And Pesh actually ended up putting what he has an idea of what the crystal looks like slightly in the chat in Discord under the Inclimé spoilers tab. So if you guys want to look, go there, scroll up a little bit, and you will see. He said it came from
very spider-like.
Yeah,
just with 5 legs and no big ass sticking off the end of it.
I forget what the creatures are called, but it comes from Metroid Prime. So I'm interested in seeing how their relationship buds, especially because one of them is technically has more rank than the other, and he's allowed to give commands.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also never been in combat before, so I'll be interested to see how Jake plays that.
It's going to be interesting because there's only 3 of them to carry a bunch of supplies to the gate. I somehow doubt Karak will be able to carry all that, especially seeing he's supposed to be digging something underground.
Yeah,
you know that means heavy equipment. Well, supposedly they're catching a raft down there, but they're still going to have to unload the raft and take everything there. We already know that the gate doesn't automatically reach the river.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
So hopefully there's some wagons waiting.
I'm interested to see if how they're gonna get out of that situation. Just on what Commander C Pearl said, because we all seen what happened to Cadus. So
to be fair, Cadus was being belligerent.
But he went go. All he did was he went to go ask questions, and he's a higher rank than these 3,
and had to go at the
3 random
warden. So the warden was like, "Well, you're not leaving."
I mean, yeah, but these are 3 soldiers of way lower rank than what Cadus was, and they're just gonna not listen to his orders.
Sorry, but we've been given direct orders. Talk to her about it.
I don't know, man. I don't see it working out like that. We'll get to see. We'll see.
There's a way of doing it non-belligerently.
True. I
don't tell him to fuck off.
I don't see the warden being that.
I definitely see the warden being very stressed at the moment.
True.
With everything frickin' Cadus put him through, and then frickin' what Ophios just went and did in Regicide.
Oh man. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see if the gate gets raided next episode. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. We also had that fun little awkward. Oh, so you speak Glyn, right? No.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I speak Glyn. They start talking in Glyn in front of the guy that's part hobgoblin and neither of them part hobgoblin.
Like, that was fun, dude. I imagine the same thing that Scott said he imagined in his head. Like,
yeah.
Oh, what's up, man? You speak Spanish? like, and then everyone else is speaking like, you know, some other language that you should speak, but you know, it's like, well, you see what happened was. But it is kind
I
of cool.
do
It sounds
love
like,
how it was canonized that he knows all the swear words.
yeah.
Maybe his
I
mother
thought
was
you didn't know
his sister
Glenn.
or auntie or something like that.
I mean, she came from Varen, so we don't know. Maybe.
Well, yep. He's from the original. This is potential.
Oh, I'm just assuming. Okay, we don't officially know that. I'm just assuming it because all the points. You know, this is a super good horse, and every time someone ever sees Tristan's horse, there's a billion goddamn compliments about the horse. So I'm just assuming it's a Varen horse, but we'll see.
We'll see. Well, there isn't really that much more to talk about now, is there?
No. That all the episodes are pretty short story wise. We'll.
I think the longest must have been 2.5 hours.
I mean, we could say it was Warmonger, according to Scott's what explanation, the explanation he gave. The most amount of fun for Pathfinder is all the rules. If you don't know, so who knows? I'll admit there is a bit of fun in the rules, but just watching somebody go over the rules isn't my cup of tea. Yeah,
it's more fun when you're actually using them.
It's not my cup of tea, but you know, if I was actually in the game and we were playing it, I'd probably been a little bit a lot more interested. Just listening to somebody go over it, I was like, I'll wait till you guys are done.
Yeah. Yeah, we were pretty good at the patience thing.
That's gonna be it, everyone. First off, have a great week. Thank you to Delric and the rest of the community for an amazing performance this week. Super excited to see what's coming from Inclimé. Warmonger, really interested to see how that fortune's favor and a lot of these decisions are playing out.
And also there are aftershocks of that certain fight, because something might tell me there might be a bigger force looking to find out what happened to the smaller parent force. Because that's a lot of people to suddenly just lose.
If he gets invaded, that's their problem too now. So,
yeah.
And I don't know, man.
And considering this, he's the last one to have contact with them, practically, besides a certain spy master who can always go, I didn't do that. And it's probably got a good deception or bluff.
Hey, Regicide, you're still my favorite. Don't tell the other campaigns right now. You guys are still my favorite, though. That's why I have no problem being Yondis' mom. So, anyway, guys.
As usual, don't forget your scooter gifts and tears for the strong in the Rome community.
Stand strong, Sel. Okay, we know you. We know you're holding out the fight. This tyranny with the big coffee has to stop. Okay. And Sel is holding on to that fight. Hashtag tears for the strong.
Hashtag tears for the strong.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us this week. Have a good one.
It's a short one. Have a good one.